All right. Last Monday of the month. I know you guys are working hard. You're putting your hearts out there, and I am just so impressed by this team. I couldn't be more proud to go represent us at Summit, and you guys are a part of this. And I just want to make that really apparent because I wouldn't be having this recognition without you guys. So you're just as much part of this as I am, and I just thank you all for showing up. Whether you just started out or you've been here for a while. But I'm working on, they should be live streaming the opening and closing ceremonies. So Thursday night, I think at 7:30, and Saturday night at 7:30 is the opening and closing ceremonies of Summit. So I'm working on getting the link to have you guys have access to that so you can kind of feel part of it and look for me on stage. Sorry, Lauren. I muted her. So yeah, just you can feel a part of it and feel the momentum and fire that is Summit, because it's kind of unexplainable, and I can't wait to see so many of you guys go next year because it's life-changing. You guys know I've shared so many times. But the cool thing is today I got a special email and this kind of put some more skin in the game for you guys pushing for Success Club. So because I'm a Success Club All-Star, I actually get a VIP shopping experience, which means I get first dibs at the core. It's a $4 million huge warehouse of all of the new Beachbody stuff. So talk about exciting. I told you guys, whoever hits Success Club by Wednesday, you're getting something from the core, and it's going to be first dibs because everything runs out like in no time since everybody is a coach and buys everything. So work for it, guys. Just send more messages. Something I posted in the Girl Boss group today was I just went on my phone tonight and started texting people. Because a lot of times we forget that people aren't on Facebook Messenger like we are. So don't be afraid to just send them a text message and talk to them just like you would on a Facebook message. It actually is so much more better. And I just signed somebody up because of it. So get on it. Live stream, Success Club prize. I want to remind you guys also the Success Club prize this month is a Shakeology container. Like I think Claire has it. But it's a cool way to store your Shakeology and sample packets. So free Shakeology, can't beat that. Work for it. I think every single one of you is doing Team Cup, which is awesome because, of course, you guys show up on the team call. So everything you do now sets you up for Team Cup. If you haven't heard me say that again and again and again, you need to start putting in the work now, so that when it comes to the free clean eating group kicking off on Monday and things like that, you have people lined up to join us. So if you haven't put an invite out for the free clean eating group, put it up tomorrow night. Just make it in your post schedule and do it. Share something simple, share a transformation post, share something positive, get people excited. It's just supposed to be simple and fun. And thank you to Emily, who's on here, and Shannon for helping set that up. I think you guys are going to rock it. And then the 100-person list. I know it's kind of scary, but Emily did hers and somebody else did. Was it you, Amy? Yeah. Of course. So get your list up, guys. Just go through your Facebook list and start writing down names, or go through your phone and start writing down names. And it will come so much easier to you when we kick off Team Cup on Monday. It's not something to be scared about. It's something to help you guys be more confident and have a team atmosphere with the people that are working on this team. So look around, because all of you are the people that work on this team. You show up on team calls, you plug into the fun things on the team page, you congratulate each other. Those are the people you want to work with because they have skin in the game and they want this. So don't be afraid of it. It's not going to be scary. Yes, we're going to push you, but it's for a good reason because you guys can handle it. So get pumped about that. I think that was all I had, but I just wanted to introduce Amy. I know you guys know her. She's not shy anymore, but she did watch me on Facebook for about a year. We've been friends since I moved to our hometown when I was like 13. Our families have been friends for a really long time. And I know that she's always struggled with her, weight loss and confidence and those types of things that a lot of us have struggled with. And she watched me for a year. I sent messages, she never answered. Sent more messages, she never answered. But there's people that you're drawn to for a reason. And so I kept following up with her because I knew there'd be a day where she just wanted more. And I don't know why, but call me weird and intuitive, but you have to trust your gut sometimes and just reach out to those people that never answer you because they could be leading your team call one day. So she's lost a ton of weight. She can tell you the exact number. I'm not sure what it's at right now. I know she's been on vacation, which you should absolutely enjoy. But she's a success starter, and she's hit Success Club every month since she started, which is a huge accomplishment. So I know she's going to have a lot to share with you guys. And Amy, take it away.
Woohoo! Thanks. I wanted to start by saying, Lauren, I watched yours, and thank you for covering for me last week. We were had really crappy reception on vacation, but thank you. And one thing I know, Danielle, you didn't talk about was Super Saturday, and I'm really freaking super excited about it. I think Lauren, Dawn, and I are going to carpool. And I mean, I was on vacation for a week, and my cousins have flown in from Alaska. They've been in for the last 3 weeks, so I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. And I just know that Super Saturday is gonna be that push and that drive, and so I'm really excited, especially to go with two people from our team. So I'm really 12 days and counting. So and Carl and Autumn will be there, which is pretty freaking crazy for my first Super Saturday. And Dawn, I know she's really excited too. So I know Amanda's on this call, but thank you for giving up your ticket to Dawn. So I guess I wanted to touch first on why I said no to Danielle for 12 months, because I think that is so key. I know I struggle sometimes sending messages. I've talked to Dawn about it. Lauren and I have talked about it a lot. And I wanted to talk about the importance of going back to those people that say no, that ignore you. So my story starts, it was February, oh, hang on, my cat. My story started on February 8th of 2015, and that was when Danielle sent me the first message. So essentially a year and a half ago. It was just one of, the standard, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So you got engaged. We messaged back for 3 days. And then she said, hey, by the way, I just started coaching. Is it something that you're interested in? And I ignored her. And then the next message she sent me was in July of that month. So 4.5 months later. And I didn't reply. And then a month later in August. And then a month later in September, and then in December, and I didn't reply to any of them. So it finally took, it was February 7th. Oh, sorry. February 7th, she sent me another message just checking in, and I again ignored it. And then I remember I was babysitting. It was February 20th, and I just felt horrible. I had no energy. I was wearing size 18 pants, which was horrible. And I don't know if you popped up in my newsfeed, Danielle, but I just reached out and I basically said, whatever you're doing, I want to do it. I don't care what it costs. And she didn't say, okay, it costs $160, sign up tonight. She went through all the forms. We talked about my goals. We talked about why I wanted to do it. And ultimately, I signed up that night. So it took a year and 12 days of her sending me messages and me not replying to them. So I guess I just want to say, when I have trouble, when I see that people have read my messages and not responded, and you feel that kind of heartache, that they're reading it and they're just not taking the time to say, listen, I'm interested or I'm not interested, to keep doing it. Because if she hadn't kept doing it and sending me messages every month, I probably wouldn't be here right now. And so I guess my ultimate reasons why I finally committed were, I knew that my weight had gone up in the first year of our marriage. And that night that I was babysitting, I hopped on the scale and saw that it was 35 pounds. And I was like, okay, something needs to change. So whatever it is, it'll click for the right person at the right time. And so it might not be this month. It might not be in August. It could be July of 2017, literally. So I guess just keep going. That's my ultimate. I wanted to read to you. I think it was on a team call where the host talks about your why changing over time, and so I'm 5 months into this journey, and I just wanted to read you my why, and maybe you guys can think about your original why when Danielle reached out to you. So I'm gonna look down for a second. So my why was because I didn't want to become part of a statistic. Obesity runs in my family, like deep, deep, deep. Growing up, I was always told, you better watch out, those genes run deep. What I didn't realize was how easy it was for my family to gain weight and how hard it was to lose it. I hated in elementary school. This is one of those deep, deep things that you kind of buried, but always being the one that had to wear sweatpants instead of jeans, in 6th grade. I was always active, but I never really took time to care about myself or how I was eating and that sort of thing. Again, so obesity runs in my family, which is one of the biggest reasons why I am trying to nip it in the bud right now. My mom had gastric bypass in 1999, and she still struggles with her weight. So I know this isn't a diet that we're on. It's not a fad. I hate when people ask me, what diet have you been doing to lose weight? And I just say, it's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. It's not a fad. You eat a lot of food. You eat more food than you ever have. So I guess my ultimate why was I just wanted to prove everyone wrong. I wanted to find something that worked for me, and especially my sister. She sent me a message after my first post, and it said, if you spam my Facebook with that crap, I'll unfriend you. So that was kind of my eye-opener, and I said, you know what? People are going to hate what you post, no matter if it's post about Beachbody, no matter if it's post about your cat, no matter if it's a post about you being on vacation. People will always find something negative. And for me, you know what, if they're going to judge me based off of, I'm showing that I'm working out, I'm showing that I'm eating healthier, then it is what it is. That's on them. That's not on me. That's what keeps me doing what I'm doing every day. So, let me see. Okay, so then I wanted to talk about some of my accomplishments and some failures, because I've had some of both. First of all, my first success is Dawn on the call. Yeah, Dawn. She is my first coach to hit Emerald, so I'm very, very excited. She took it by storm, and actually I sent her a couple of messages, and she told me it wasn't the right time for her. And I think it was maybe 3 months later, and she joined, and now, has other people joining her. She just hit Success Club 2 tonight, right before the call. So very excited for her. And honestly, one of my biggest accomplishments, I would say, is rekindling those old friendships. I mean, Dawn and I haven't talked in, I don't know, years. She has a son who's friends with my brother, and it just, this journey has brought us back together. And so I think one of the coolest accomplishments is who Beachbody brings back into your life. Did I ever think that I would be texting Danielle? No. Lauren, I feel like I've seen her tagged in my friends' Facebooks for years. Don't know her, but, it's just that web that we've weaved. Summit, so another accomplishment, I earned a free ticket to Summit next year. So I'm very excited for that. My mom, I told you, she struggles with her weight. It goes up and down. She's lost 10 pounds. Okay, so here's a short little segue about not knowing. I think, Danielle, you talked about now you're kind of reaching out to new people that you don't know at all. I told Lauren this story. One of a girl who signed up as a discount coach, she lives in the state of Washington. Never met her before. Sent out a friend request. She was on, I think, a nannying page. And so I sent her friend a friend request. She accepted it. And then I got a friend request from Jen, and we started talking, and she signed up that night. I don't know her. I know she has 2 children, but she's lost a lot of weight. She can now get her wedding ring off, which was her why. She wanted to be able to get her wedding ring off. So I don't know her. She lives in Wisconsin, or in Washington, but she's pretty cool. And so I think just the sheer power of positivity, this future coach, yes. But this woman, to be able to reach out and form a relationship based off of wanting to better yourself is something that I think is truly, like, amazing. I mean, I don't know anyone else or any other business where you can connect to so many people that you don't know at all. Accomplishments. I'm down 38 pounds. I haven't weighed in 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit nervous, but down 38 pounds since February 27th, my start day. I went from a size 18 to a 14, and I think it'll just be posted in our group page, but my first year of marriage was awesome. And I know Lauren's married. I don't know if anyone else is married on this. Tara, are you married? No? Okay. But so when I talked about gaining the first 35 pounds in the first year of marriage, it made me feel really crappy. You don't want your husband to see you naked or anything like that. And it just was super, you just constantly hear about how the first year of marriage is so fantastic. And oh hey Julie. So I think that in the past 5 months my marriage has improved tenfold. I feel better about myself, even if you just if you're not even dating anyone and you just feel more confident and truly feel good about yourself. That's something that I've gained in the last 5 months. So yes, my marriage life is a lot better thanks to Beachbody. So I guess now to talk about some of my failures. Number 1, my mom hates Shakeology, and so I took it to heart. It made me want to cry because I love the taste of it. And she was the first person that said, Amy, I don't know what you're thinking. This literally tastes horrible. And so to me, I took that personally, and I was like, you need to try this recipe. And she said, you know what? It's just not for me. And so I was like, okay. So that was my number 1 failure, my mom hating the shakes. Number 2 is having discount coaches go inactive. Again, I started out taking it personally, thinking, you know what, I wasn't a good leader, I didn't help them out enough, I didn't connect back to their why. But then I learned that maybe they signed up at the wrong time in their life. And it took a while. I know I was listening to Lauren's call, and she said, she screamed in the car to her husband, and I wanted to cry. I was like, this is a girl that I'm gonna see again. She went inactive. She didn't tell me about it, and I felt blindsided. And I've since learned that I think it's just not the right time for them. If it's not right for them, it's not right for them. I would say my last big failure, which I'm working on, is comparing myself to others, and that would be comparing myself to Danielle. I know. I see how successful you are, and I want it right now. And I understand you have to work for it, but you want what everyone else has. I want Lauren, who her posts are on, they're spot on every day. They're across the board, with different topics and different ideas. I want Dawn's body. It's all of, it's all those things, and that's something that I've been working in my personal development. But I want to have a baby. Julie, there you go. I got another one. But it's something that I'm working on. So it's just, that personal development, and I'm working on not comparing myself to others. My month 5 shouldn't be compared to Danielle's month 25 or whatever it is. Shouldn't be compared to Lauren's first year. Shouldn't be compared to Dawn's first month. And so that's something I'm working on. The last thing I wanted to say is I watched the video that Danielle posted right before this, and it was like probably the most amazing 4 minutes of my life. I don't know. I think, Lauren, you commented on it. I think you watched it too. But I just took some notes on it. It's 4 minutes. You should definitely watch it. It's amazing. And it talks about the importance of grinding. And so literally every single note that I took has the word grind in it. But I'm going to read you just a couple of my key points that I got from this video. And it says, when you got tired, they grinded. When you stopped, they grinded. When you lost motivation, they grinded. When you decided to close your computer and call it a day, they grinded further. When you said, I'll do 10 calls or 10 messages and then stop, they'll do 11, 12, 13. When you don't feel like working out, they do. And then he said, what separates the great achievers from everyone else? They grind it out during the dull, arduous, boring, monotonous times more than you do. And I think that is very key because, I think we all kind of live like our highlight reel, and we all put our highlight reels on Facebook. And so this video that he did, he talks about, what is going on in the background. And I know that's something that I have to work on. When the cameras aren't on you, when you're not posting, what are you doing? Are you really sending the messages? Or are you saying, oh, I sent 6 today, I was going to send 10. Instead, you have someone like Lauren who says, sit down right now and send the messages and then screenshot it and send it to me. That's kind of how I've been doing the last couple of days. I think, well, if I'm screenshotting everything and sending it to Lauren, then, you got to do it. There's no faking it. He said, if you learned anything from this, it's to master the mundane. Remove the excuses that remove your nose from the grindstone. Push those thoughts aside and keep going. So for me, that means just when you're feeling crappy, I know I've been spending time with my family for the last 3 weeks. I just realized, especially through that short video, that it's time to, kind of kick it back up a notch. I kind of thought, well, I've gone through my friend list and I've talked to everyone. Well, Team Cup came and I wrote down 100 names that I had to talk to. And it took me probably 7 minutes. So I think between Team Cup and this short video, I said, I'm ready. So that's it. I'm ready. But, all right, that's all I got. Diamond month, yes. So.
Thank you so much for sharing, Amy. It was great to hear your point of view, because it's like I know all of these things, but you stating them out loud, I think, speaks volumes. And if you guys haven't watched that video, it's Darren. I think it's Darren Hardy, but it's called Darren Daily, and he sends a 5 to 10 minute video each day to your text messages. It's really cool, and it's just motivation for the day. They come at like 8 a.m. every day, so I listen to it when I drive to work. But yeah, I don't want to speak. You guys, what questions do you have for Amy? I mean, she's been rocking this. She's been digging deep. I think she's definitely proof that like she grinded hard for success starters. And I find this in my business when I work so hard for something, and then like you're like, well, what now? Like what do I have to do for that? What was that?
Diamond.
Yeah. I know, but you have to like keep that momentum going, because it's like when you hit those milestones, it's easy to say, oh, okay, like I got it. Like, no, you still got to do those mundane things. The 3 vital behaviors are where the success lies in this business. That's all it is, guys. I've just been doing it a little bit longer. That's all the difference is. I saw somebody posted a video today that people get disappointed by coming into Beachbody because they just want it now. And so when Amy said that, I was like, oh, that's so true, because it doesn't happen overnight. Just like your health and fitness journey doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. And your fitness and your business is very aligned when you think about it. But it's one brick at a time. You build and you build and you build. But what questions do you guys have for Amy? She has a wealth of knowledge. Or what touched you in her call? Kind of spoke to you. You guys can't be bashful when we call you out.
Come on, Lauren.
Oh, yeah, I was going to unmute myself. I think one of the big things is, well, Amy and I talk a lot, guys. I'm sorry. And please don't think I'm like a total meanie. We just have this whole vibe set up where we keep each other accountable and we screenshot stuff to each other all the time so that we can't say, oh, I was kind of close. No, it's you did it or you didn't. So I promise I'm not a total meanie. But I really still think that the thing that really stuck out to me was this piece about family. And I don't know if anyone else has felt that, but Amy, when you were saying that someone so close to you as your mom, kind of giving this feedback of not enjoying the shakes. And it's only one part of the product line, but finding that as a kind of like a personal attack almost. That's one of the things that I can also relate to and feel like if someone says no or if someone doesn't agree 100%, sometimes it feels a little personal. But I really like how you've been able to kind of just, it is what it is, and you're going to let it just roll off your back and keep going, because even though it is someone that you care about and you love so much saying this feedback, you know that it's okay if it's just one person. It doesn't mean she doesn't like you or she doesn't think you're a terrible daughter or anything like that. It's just this product might not be the best for her. But she can still support you. She can still support your sister if your sister jumps on. So it doesn't mean that relationship is gone. It just is not the right time or the right thing for that person. And that's what really spoke to me, because I can totally relate to some of those feelings.
Yeah, Amy, where the heck is Jill?
Oh, Wisconsin, being a slacker.
Jill's her sister.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Amy, what was kind of a defining moment for you in your journey thus far, whether it be business-wise or fitness and health-wise?
I think something that was really key, it has been, I guess, more so like hard for me to understand, is being a coach that isn't at their ideal weight and isn't at their goal weight. I mean, I think that's the hardest thing for me, is reaching out, I think, and having, or like knowing that people might be like, listen, you're going to be like my health coach? Like, you're posting transformation pictures and you have cellulite on your thighs and you have, a stomach. Like, I think for me, that was the biggest thing. And then, to have a coach, Dawn jumped on, who was an avid gym goer and now loves working out at home and believes in it as much, maybe even more so than I do. I think that has been like my aha moment, that listen, you can have a 6 pack and love this program. You can have 75 pounds to lose and love this program, this company. So I would say that's my overall aha moment, is first of all, like getting over that hurdle of finding that first person that believes in it as much as you do.
Which sometimes takes time. It sometimes takes time. And I think it's a good reminder. Like, I remind you guys all the time, it took me a year to hit diamond. That means it took me a year to find real coaches. So you guys may sit here and think like, oh, Danielle like has all these coaches. Guys, it took me a year to get there. And so that's why I say just be here in a year and put in consistent daily hard work for 365 days and see what happens. Because the difference is you guys have a supportive team around you that knows how to get it done, that has success starters, that has diamonds, that's going to help you get there in half the time because it's already proven. Amy's going to hit it next month. Lauren's going to hit it next month. That means they're hitting diamond in 6 months, pretty much. That's half the time that I did it. And Claire did the same thing. So I think you have to remember, like, there's so much opportunity. You just have to get out of your own head and just take action. So I was telling Tara last week, I'm like, quit thinking about it. Just send the message, you know? But it's true. We all deal with these things, and I still deal with them. But that's why personal development is one of the 3 vital behaviors, because you have to constantly fuel your mind just like you do your body. What else you guys got? Oh, I haven't.
It's interesting for me to hear your perspective, Amy, because I feel like I was almost the opposite. Like I was like, I don't have this transformation. I was already in the gym, and so I feel like I wasn't able to prove that a product works, and I still don't, because people say, oh, do you have pictures of before? And I'm like, well, no, but I've done other things before, and I'm telling you this is as good. So it's interesting to hear your perspective and know that, like, I felt the same way, just on the opposite end.
I think that's the beautiful thing about Beachbody. There's no one size fits all. And that's why I hope you guys can tune into the opening and closing ceremonies, because literally that hit me the most last year. I was seeing those millionaires walk across stage. I was like, oh, they're going to be all super fit. They're going to be healthy. They're going to be 6-pack abs. And like, it's totally not that. You don't have to be a size 0 to be successful in this business. I'm sure not. And I never will be. But it doesn't mean that you can't have and you don't deserve success. Because we all struggle, and that's kind of the beautiful thing. I love that you shared that, Emily. This is how you get on team calls.
Can you guys hear me? I know you can see me. I just have that sweet camera picture. But I wasn't sure if you could actually hear me too. So the thing that kind of stuck out for me was about her saying that she wants to break the cycle. Like, she is aware that she, you know, that her family, her parents, her, you know, grandparents, whoever in her family is having these issues. And like, for me and my family, like, obesity is not an issue, but we have like every incredible health problem you could name, like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, like diabetes, back problems, this, that, like anything else, we have it. And like, that was part, you know, so that kind of stuck with me, is like, you have to find your reason to do it. And mine, you know, was, yes, I wanted to lose weight, but I wanted to be healthy. Like, I don't want my son to grow up and see me in the hospital getting a triple bypass surgery which, you know, my father has had, my uncle has had, my grandfather's had in the last, like, you know, couple of years. And it's like, I don't want him to grow up and see me having all of these health issues. And like, it's just so funny, because I used to be so healthy. I used to work out. I used to play sports. And then like in college, I was like, oh, let's have nachos and cheese for lunch. And then like, you leave college and you're like, wait, I have to take care of myself. Like, I'm on my own. I have to do it. And it's like kind of a realization that you really need to do, you know, things for yourself, because other people are depending on you, and you want to show them that you can do it and you can make the change, and that if you can do it, maybe they can do it. And I just thought that kind of, you know, was a really good point, Amy. And, you know, you want to show them that it is possible to break the cycle and get healthier and, you know, live a great lifestyle and be better for that, you know, for your future kids and your husband. And so it's great. I loved it.
Hey, Julie, when the heck are you doing a live video? Because you are like one of the best speakers I've heard in a while.
Thank you. I don't know. I'm so nervous. I just am so nervous to do it. Because even when I record them like 6 times. I'm like, nope, didn't like that. Delete it. Do it again. Nope, didn't like that.
Don't waste your time. That's money throwing out the door. Just press live and do it.
It is terrifying. You do it all the time. Like, oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
If you hate it, you can delete it. It's not a big deal.
Okay, I will do one this week. How about that?
Yes.
I will challenge myself.
Who else hasn't done a live video on here? Emily, Tara, Dawn, have you done? Dawn's done one. I challenged her.
I've done a video, but not live.
Oh, all right. I'm going to challenge you guys to do a live video this week, because this is kind of what people can see. They can see your passion. They can feel your excitement. And who cares if you mess up? I say weird words all the time, and I don't care because it's just my personality. So do it. Yes. I know you guys can. But what else for Amy? What else do you guys have?
All right, I got a question for you, Amy.
Yeah.
So you kind of talked a little bit about there's been times when you kind of get down a little bit, and you feel like you need that boost to get back up. And today you said it was that Darren video that kind of gets you back in the mindset, and then having that goal of going to Super Saturday, and that's firing you up. Is there anything else that you kind of do to have a plan in place so that if you do have those moments of either self-doubt or you're feeling down or you see a cancellation, like how do you get your head back in the game, and is there anything you kind of have at the ready?
Yeah, I think I might have shared this before. I have an album in my phone that's called Motivation. And so I have it screenshot when my sister said, I'm going to unfriend you if you do this. I have in my friends list a bunch of people that are so anti 21 Day Fix and so anti Shakeology that post about it, that have never done it before, that think they know what it's all about. And so I have screenshots all through my phone, and I take those as motivation. And honest to God, the most negative posts that I see, those are the ones that fire me up the most. I have my day one pictures, which I told Danielle I was going to delete after I sent them to her. I have those in the same file. And so I would say I've always been like a visual person. So I think, looking back at people that have said, you can't do this, this isn't for you. Shakeology is stupid. Shakeology costs $150 a month. It doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like chalk, yada, 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 all of that. So I have, I don't even know, 27 screenshots, I think, in my phone. And, I've thought about deleting people, but for me, that just fuels the fire. I love seeing it. And I love, even when I'm down, even when I know that, I haven't given it 100% for the last 3 weeks, that I'm not quitting. I'm not a quitter. And I just look back at those posts and I'm like, hey, Rob Van Houten, guess what? I'm coming for you. This post is for you. Francesca Pignator, this next post is for you, And so it's all of those things. And I know exactly in my friends list who has posted about it. And it is what it is, So I just look at those pictures and just keep moving on.
I always say, if you haven't gotten any negative feedback yet, number one, it will happen, because the people that are the most uncomfortable with themselves don't like to see other people succeed. But also, number two, I actually celebrate when I get like negative, and maybe it might not be negative messages, but like something that just hits me in a weird way. I always take that as like, you're doing something right, because I'm putting my message out there enough for people to have such backlash or like totally shut me down or whatever it is. And it's hard the first time, I will tell you, but that's why you have personal development. That's why you have this team to share with, which like Julie sharing her post today was great, because like I said, certain people get hit with certain different things. But guys, if you are getting those things, that means that you are sharing your message enough. That's like a celebration to have. Dawn sharing her depression. Yeah, that may not relate to everybody, but that is huge in her journey, and it's going to touch so many lives. And that's her shedding back her comfort zone and her layers of her onion, that she's getting to the soft core where it's nice and juicy, and we get to see all of her. And I love that. So I take that as like a celebration now, and it takes a lot of mindset for sure. But I think Amy and Lauren have been working really well together. So I think Team Cup's going to be a good time for you guys, if you don't have a success partner or someone you're kind of leaning on, that we can kind of see who you might pair up with or who you work well with. And I think that it's not like a forever marriage thing. I mean, Noelle and I have been working together for a long time. I think we just got lucky, but it's okay to shift around because people's lives change and things happen where people's goals are different. But I think Team Cup is really going to bring the people that want this on this team together. So it's going to be super fun. But I just wanted to touch on that negativity thing because I get it all the time. And I'm just like, haters can hate because I am getting on that stage this week and they can suck it because who's the one laughing now, you know? All those times where I was making, you know, $40 a week or $40 a month, yeah, it sucked. But you just have to keep going because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it takes longer for some of you, but if you just stick with it, I promise you the 3 vitals always win out. What else, guys? Nothing. Speechless. Well, I don't want to take any more of your night. I know I have an early morning, but look out for a lot of summit craziness coming your way. Like I said, whoever hits Success Club by Wednesday is getting some free swag from the core straight from Nashville. So fun stuff to work for, guys. Get your motivation, get your mojo back. I know you guys can do it. It's been a little rough this month. I feel your pain, but you decide what work you put in every single day and you decide how you show up. So I think Amy's call is definitely one to fire us up. I know she was nervous about it, but she's actually a great speaker. So she needs to do more live videos too. But look out for Summit. Push hard for Success Club, guys. It does matter what you do right now because everything we do right now sets us up for the 4th quarter, which is going to be hard. So keep putting yourself out there. Go bold. Do something you've never done before, like a live video or share workout tips or just get outside your comfort zone and do something crazy because why not, right? I'm so excited to share Summit with you guys, even though you're not going to be there. It just gives me great joy that in 365 days, we're going to be in some magical place Carl decides together for Summit 2017. So
when do they announce where they're going next year?
They will announce it at Summit this year.
Okay.
So I forget if it's at opening or closing ceremony, but it will be at Summit, and then all the tickets will go live. So I'm excited to see some screenshots of tickets being bought for Summit 2017 and see who's going to join me wherever life takes us. So yeah, Amy will be there. I know Claire will be there. Julie will be there. They all got their tickets. And wishing Claire a happy wedding week. It's going to be a big weekend for her as well. So thank you guys for taking time to be on the call. I love you guys so much. Get ready for next week's call is going to be a Team Cup kickoff. So we're going to come in strong. We're going to get excited. It's going to be an awesome, awesome month. So I hope you guys are really excited about it. And free clean eating group. Invite, 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 invite. Did you hear that enough? But get posting about it, guys, because August is a new month. Let's start it off strong. I will see you guys probably tomorrow when I live video you. Have a great night, guys. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.